Hello, welcome to the webinar and insight into the Leading SAFe 4.0 program. I'm Shatad Julka. In this webinar, what we are going to discuss and talk about is how the Leading SAFe program is beneficial for you and what are the contents and topics which are discussed in the Leading SAFe 4.0 program and what it leads to and how is it helpful for you in your own role, in your own organization when you adopt Agile. What is Leading SAFe 4.0? It's a 2-day course. It leads to the SAFe Agilist certification. What you learn in this, you learn about the principles and practices of Scaled Agile framework. You learn how to execute and release value through the Agile Release Trains. You know what is an Agile Release Train? It's a set of 5 to 12 teams that come together and have a common purpose, and they solve that over a purpose and provide a solution to the customer over a period of multiple pies, each pie about 10 to 12 weeks. You also learn in this program how to build an agile portfolio that consists of the senior-most members of the organization who are either the directors or the AVPs or the VPs, portfolio managers who have the decision to create a strategy, to create epics, big requirements. They are in direct touch with the customers, and then they come together and approve these epics, large requirements, break them into small requirements, budget them, and so on and so forth. You also learn how to lead the Lean Agile transformation at an enterprise scale, the kind of behavior, the expectation from you as a leader to lead that Agile enterprise, whether at a medium or a large scale. You gain an understanding of the Lean Agile mindset. You also understand how you go back to your organization and how you train your executives, your managers, how they should be Lean Agile leaders. You learn how to apply the principles of SAFe to support that Agile transformation at your organization. You train yourself and so that you can train your people back then. You also learn how to coordinate large value streams and also learn what's the relation between the value streams and the Agile Release Trains. So this is what, on a broader context, you have in the 2-day program. At the end of this 2-day program, you learn how to apply SAFe to scale lean and agile development in your enterprise. You are able to recognize and apply a lean agile mindset. You are able to implement, and you will be able to implement Agile Release Train. In fact, you will also be able to help your organization identify Agile Release Trains out of the value streams and be able to run them, lead them, execute them, plan them. You'll be able to build the Agile portfolio teams, help them come to a term, come to an understanding of how Lean applies to the portfolio level. And it connects to all the way from portfolio to the value stream to the Agile Release Train at the program level. You enhance your Lean Agile leadership skills because you understand what are the expectations from Lean Agile leaders. And finally, by doing all this, you will be able to support a Lean Agile transformation in your enterprise. That's a good program. Now, why should you attend this course? What is your benefit? And why do you come in here? If you belong to a medium to a large organization, which is going through agile transformation, you have complex systems, large systems. You want to apply agile methodologies. You want to involve multiple units. Now you want to involve development teams. You want to involve sales teams. You want to involve IT teams, DevOps teams, system teams. You want to involve security. You want to involve people who are suppliers. You want to involve all of them so that they work in an agile mode to develop solutions for the customer. Then you apply. Then you should attend this course because this enables you, because Scaled Agile framework is built in a way that it is able to cater to the needs and requirements of all the units in the organization. Anybody to everybody can be included into agile way of working. You should also attend this course if your management believes in agility across all levels. That's a very good thing. That's a beautiful thing. Finally, if you want to scale yourself from current methodology, whether it is a waterfall to, or whether it's a Scrum methodology, or whether it's any other methodology, you want to scale yourself because you feel the need where teams are coming. There are a lot of dependencies, a lot of risks that may come out of these dependencies. There are a lot of work that is being done where you have a product suite which is being built by multiple teams coming together, where people share the features, the teams share the features. Then you should scale yourself to Scale Agile framework. Now, understand this. This is the main point where you will be able to connect the Leading SAFe to SAFe Agilist. Leading SAFe is a program that you attend in the 2 days. After this program, you are able to go for an examination, which is done over a 30-day period, and you're able to attend this exam. Multiple login attempts you can do. You can attempt multiple times. Remember that each time you log into your examination, the sequence of the questions change. But what you are able to see, the same set of questions, yes, you can attempt them multiple times in that 30-day exam period. And once you submit, when you attempt all the questions and you submit, you get your result. You clear the examination, you get a SAFe Agilist certification mark. You're able to download the certification from the Scale Agile training website. There's a community website, and you get a directory listing. That is what happens. And that process, you'll be told once you come for the 2-day course, your trainer will help you understand the process. Now, what is interesting is, where is the Leading SAFe program in the whole career path or in the role that you're executing? So if you are an executive, you are a manager, you're a stakeholder who wants to lead, who wants to implement SAFe in the organization, then you are good for this Leading SAFe program. And there are other certifications as well, which we will talk in subsequent webinars. Now let's talk about the basic course structure, the 2-day course structure, how it happens. So the first day, you are going to talk about and discuss and learn the introduction to Scale Agile framework, followed by a Lean-Agile mindset, what it is, what is a SAFe, how's a Lean, what are the core principles of SAFe. And if you look at the Agile principles, the 12 principles of Agile, how they can be looked at from the Scale Agile point of view, from large organization point of view. You understand there are SAFe principles, there are about 9 principles in SAFe 4.0. You talk about all those principles. They are the basic constructs. When you go back to your organization, when you yourself also learn about SAFe, these basic principles are your foundation. They help you understand SAFe from the base point of view, where it is to be adopted. And these principles are very, very important. Then you learn how to implement the Agile Release Train. You are able to identify, you're able to break down your requirements, your customers' requirements into such a way that you're able to see that, yeah, this is where our teams will be organized. Basic organization of team, whether you should organize it on features or components or architecture, what is the right way of organizing your teams, multiple teams coming together, and how they come together to form an Agile Release Train. This is a basic session. It's a very important module there, because this will help you go back also and be able to help your management, your stakeholders, your organization. You can help them by helping identify the teams into Agile Release Trains. This is a very important thing, because there is where it starts. The teams will come together and they'll execute various practices. Following this module is the next module, which is a role play. It's a workshop that gives you a sense of how the 2-day PI planning happens. And it's a very elaborate workshop. It happens over a period of an hour or 2 hours, that you can spend time with all the participants, the other people. You form teams, execute this workshop. It's a dummy workshop, and you get a good understanding of how a 2-day PI planning, because that's, again, the first thing that happens in a PI. is a two-day pipelining. So you get, this is a simulation of that two-day pipelining. On the second day, you understand how after the pipelining session, the teams go back and start doing their sprint planning, their multiple iterations, and how they are able to produce that working increment, which is a system increment in multiple iterations, and come back, and what all they do to be able to sync up and resolve the dependencies. In the next module, you learn how to build an agile portfolio. It's a full-fledged module which helps you understand people, how do people come together, how they follow agile, how they follow various practices. Basically, build a portfolio Kanban system, put in epics there, the requirements there, and move it through various steps to be able to put that into a stage where they can start working on or make them available for teams to work on them. You understand the concept of lean agile budgeting and forecasting from agile point of view, lean agile point of view. Then you are able to understand how a value stream is built from a strategy in an organization. When the enterprise gives you a strategy, you build strategic themes from there, how various value streams are built. And these value streams might contain multiple agile release trains, or one agile release train can also contain multiple value streams. And that's the relation that you see in this module. You understand that. Finally, you understand in the last module about the lean agile leadership skills that you need to possess to be able to go back and lead your SAFe in your organization. So that's a basic construct of a two-day leading SAFe program. After this training program, you get a welcome mailer from Scale Agile. You get login instructions to the community website. You get a training roadmap that you need to cover to be able to start attempting your examination. Now, your exam, as I said, is a 30-day period you get from the date of the training. It's a multiple choice, it's a true, false, multiple select kind of questions, no subjective questions. You can do multiple logins, as I mentioned before. It's an open book, open browser that must give you relief. Finally, when you attempted all the questions, click submit, and you should get your results in front of you. You clear the examination, you become a SAFe Agilist. You can download your certificate from the Scale Agile community website. If you are not able to clear, or you don't show up for the examination, after the 30-day window, you can submit $50 fees and you can appear again for the examination. May I suggest that if you do not clear, which happens very less, then you do go ahead, read the whole set of modules again, go to the website, make yourself familiar with the Scale Agile framework, talk to your trainer again, talk to your peers, and then again attempt the examination. In your SAFe certification kit, you get a certificate, you get 1 year certified membership as a SAFe Agilist. Now, post that 1 year, you spend $100 fees to renew your certification for every 1 year. And for that, there is a basic requirement of covering certain learning as a SAFe Agilist. And then you get a SAFe Agilist branding kit with the certification mark. What you also get is 16 PDUs or SUs for you to go back and claim them from either the PMI or the Scrum Alliance website, respectively. Now comes the important part. This is a question that every manager should ask, every executive should ask. If I am a program manager, what do I become? What do I get? If I'm a project manager, what do I become? If I'm a delivery manager or an executive, after the leading SAFe 4.0 program and getting a SAFe Agilist certification, how does it actually help me? Do I change my role? Do I change my designation? Where do I stand? What can I do? How can I contribute to the SAFe adoption in my organization? So here the interesting part. You do not need to change your role. You do not need to change your designation. You can adopt a role if you want to, and you can also adopt a new designation if you want to. If you want to remain at the current designation and execute a new role, that's also what you can do. What you actually get is a learning. You get a first-hand experience of And it's a basic experience, a knowledge-based experience on how to lead your organization into SAFe, adopting SAFe. So as a program manager, you can be a program manager, you can become a release train engineer from SAFe point of view. And you can lead SAFe in your organization. So you can help the organization organize various teams into various agile release trains, and you can lead one or more of those agile release trains. I recommend start with one. If you're a project manager, you can remain a project manager for your teams, or you can also execute the role of a release train engineer. If you're a delivery manager, you can be a delivery manager. You can help the organization, in fact, help the agile release train, one or more of agile release trains, accomplish the release. There's a concept of deliver on cadence, release on demand, and that release on demand requires a team, so that a system team and a set of teams working together so that the solution, the program increment, turning into a solution can be delivered to the customer. And for that, there is a certain release cycle that is required, and there's certain steps are required. So delivery manager comes very much, the role is very much important there. But you understand as a delivery manager what's your contribution to SAFe, how SAFe works for your teams, and how these teams can come together and deliver the solution to the customer. So you can remain there, or you can also adopt the RTE role. Either way, it's totally okay. As an executive, remain executive, but you understand what is your role. How will you support your teams in adoption of SAFe in your organization? So that's big, because you understand the expectations are there from every team, expectations are there from every role, and so you understand that because each and every team and each and every role is going to execute their part, how must you support them in adoption of SAFe? What are the challenges that you'll find? What are the various practices they will execute? How you contribute, how you become a member or participant in each of those practices, and what must you expect from them? And that's it. So I hope that you have got a good feeling of how the two-day Leading SAFe program happens, what it leads to, how it helps you, and being in your role, how can you contribute towards this adoption of SAFe in your enterprise. Thank you for your time. See you again. Bye.